What is up, everybody? Welcome into episode 46 of the Brahma Bullpen. This is our Week 9 preview episode. But before we go any further, we have a little bit of breaking news. So this is the official practice injury report. This is for Tuesday. I'm recording this on Wednesday. The Wednesday report has not came out yet. But take a look down. You see a lot of Brahmas listed there, and you think, oh no, the Brahmas are super injured for this game. First of all, look whose names are on it. Chase GARBERS, Darius Phillips, Garrett Nelson, which of course he played last week, Greg Elan, Justin Smith, KD Cannon, all of them limited, meaning they're at least practicing. There's a show that comes on, San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 here in San Antonio every week. I was able to get in on the YouTube stream, post a comment on there. And the host, Jason Minix, was able to talk to Coach Wade Phillips and start asking about quarterback situation and the swapping quarterbacks the last few weeks. It was able to dig a little bit of information out of him. And Wade Phillips straight up said GARBERS was practicing this week. If practice looks good, he will be on the field. I would expect there to be a split in snaps. I think if practice goes good for GARBERS, maybe Dormady gets a start. GARBERS comes in for a series or two, see how it's going, or vice versa. But what this tells me is we're going to be getting more and more healthy for the playoffs, and that is a great thing. Stallions better watch out because it looks like they may be facing our full team. I mean, we got Millette back. We got McFarland back last week. You can see with GARBERS coming back, our offense could be back at full strength. It's going to be awesome, and our defense is amazing. Stay tuned. Be on the lookout. If the Brahmas are healthy going into the playoffs, anything is possible. Anything is possible, like Kevin Garnett would say. But, with that being said, welcome into episode 46, the Brahma Bullpen, on behalf of the United Football Media, coming to you live from the cow pasture. You see the socials on the bottom at SA Brahma Bullpen. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on the Twitter. Follow us on YouTube. Go to the UFM channel on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, man. Help a brother out, right? We're just out here trying to have fun, talk a little football in the cow pasture. We know this is our preview episode, so it's one of our more laid-back episodes. We try to just chill out, have a drink with our friends, relax a little bit. This week, I'm drinking something truly unique. There might not be another bottle of this in the whole state of Texas, honestly. Me and my wife was fortunate enough to win a free vacation to St. Lucia. While we were down there, walking around little shops, marketplace things, we found a lady making 100% homemade spiced rum, basically in her garage, selling it out of her car. They don't have TABC down there, right? It's like, come on, man. It's the way it should be here, but I digress. Anyways, check this out. You can see all the cinnamon and spice rum and everything in there. That she's just basically fermenting all these sticks, twigs, and leaves and turning it into spice rum, man. I got a little glass of right here. I've been sipping on it. This is a second glass, and it was full when I started. But it's real good, so have a drink here with me in the cow pasture. This weekend they're having a yellow out. So if you want to go to the game in the Alamo Dome, they're having a $19.50 deal where you get a ticket and a shirt to the game, a yellow shirt for the game, and you also get a rally towel. So yellow rally towel, a shirt, and a ticket for $19. There's no excuse for there not to be 15,000 people in the dome. Playoff implications, best team in the league coming in here, starting quarterbacks coming back, players everywhere. The Brahmas are winning. How can you not be in the deadgum stadium? Get your butt in the seats, folks. And the tailgate scene. If you want to come out and tailgate, who knows? Maybe there'll be a little spice rum down there in the parking lot. But come on down. We park in Lot C. We park next to all the other major tailgater folks that tailgate down here. We'll be in the southern side of Lot C. Look for a Brahma Bullpen banner. And also look for an old green Dodge, cornhole boards, and booze. We don't really do food. There's plenty of food around there. We just play games and have some libations because we get free food inside the stadium, so I don't want to pay for food twice. But anyways, anybody, feel free to stop on by. If you don't know where I'm at, look for an idiot that looks just like me doing dumb things. That's probably me, or at least he can tell you where I'm at. Anyways, game graphics, Saturday, May 25th, 3 p.m. in the Dome. Let's go. Brahmas versus Stallions. UFM has the Stallions ranked number 1 and the Brahmas ranked number 4. Where did I rank them? Well, here's my power ranking right there. Stallions number 1, Battlehawks number 3, Panthers number 4. We're not even going to go over the rest of the teams because they don't even matter. I will tell you some people had the the Panthers ranked higher than the Brahmas. And I'm going to tell you, the Brahmas beat the Panthers. I.e., the Brahmas are better than the Panthers. They're going to try to tell you, oh, the Panthers look good. They look more efficient. Look, we're getting all of our starters back. We're going to be ready for the playoffs. I don't give a damn how they look. We beat them. We're better. I'm going to tell you another thing. If we beat Birmingham, guess who the Brahmas are going to be ranked over next week, right? It's pretty simple. You beat me, you get ranked higher than me. Now, it doesn't always work when you're the DC Defenders and you only beat 2 other teams because, you still got to be competitive. For sure, Brahmas are in the top half of the league. What can we use to back up that? Well, let's throw up some PFF stats while I'll take another sip of whiskey here. Oh, excuse me, rum. Sorry. It's a little sweet. But it'll get you there. Get you loosened up and make you feel relaxed, Long day at work, come out here to cow pasture, have a cold drink, talk football with your buddy. Anyways, you can see the updated PFF scores. I just want to point out, team 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all extremely close to each other. 65, 72, 73, 74. Brahmas are ranked number 3, barely a point above the Michigan Panthers, which justifies my ranking them in my power ranking above the Panthers as well. You're welcome, everybody else. Here's some metrics that will do what they need to do and prove to you that I was right. Birmingham's number 1. Nobody's debating that. St. Louis number 2. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on that. But there's your PFF rankings and your scores. Points for, points against. You see them all there. Stallions 236 to 143. Wild, almost 100-point differential. St. Louis 225 to 154. Brahmas 162 to 131. Got a little 30-point swing right there. Panthers 183 to 147. They're actually doing a little better than we are. Then you get down to where everybody's points differentials flip the other way, and that's where they're losing and not making the playoffs. Sorry, guys. Not my fault. Sorry, not sorry. I think that's what the kids say these days. Don't at me, bro. Don't at me. Anyways, let's pop up some stats. So, Brahmas versus the Stallions, a 6-2 team versus an 8-0 team here in the Dome. Last line I saw is they had the Stallions favored by 8.5 points, which is wild. I'm going to take the under on that. But anyways, Brahmas are third-ranked team. Stallions number 1, 74 to 87. Defensive rankings, we are a 73.9. They are an 88.4. Our offensive rankings, we are a 66.5. They are a 73.8. 66.5 is understandable with the injuries we've had at running back, quarterback, wide receiver, and O-line. We've had far more injuries than many other teams. I think the only other team that had a more drastic injury that changed the whole shape of their season was DC when Abram Smith went out. But, we lost our starting quarterback. The Birmingham Stallions have 3 starting quarterbacks. They were talking about Jamar Smith was a starter. Then it was that kid from Ole Miss. What's his name? I'll think about it here in a minute. And then Adrian Martinez. I don't know. It's like they got 3 starting quarterbacks. Who's going to start? Who's not going to start? Obviously, Adrian Martinez is the best quarterback in that stable down there. And it looks like we're getting our best quarterback, Chase Garbers, into the cow pasture. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's a whole ranchy scene going on here. We got a horse stable versus a cow pasture. Come on, let's go. I'll have me a sip of rum on that. Anyways, passing yards. They are dominating us, 1,800 to 1,600. Rushing yards, they are dominating us, 1,181 to 777. Completion percentage, we're a little bit higher. That's probably because Matt Corral, that's the guy's name. Yeah, like a steel locked box up here. But that's probably because Matt Corral wasn't doing very well. Definitely not Adrian Martinez's fault. We get down to our defense metrics, hits and sacks. We got 25 hits on quarterbacks. They got 27. We got 33 sacks. They got 29. Our O-line is going to have to come with it. Alex, my man. Coward, my man. All you guys out there, you're going to have to come with it. So do your thing, and let's keep Garbers or Dormady upright. Keep them both upright because I think they're both going to play. That's just me. Anyways, receiving percentage, 69% allowed to their 66.4% allowed. So, yeah, stats are close, man. What we're going to do now is we're going to throw some highlight videos. We don't have highlight videos of the Brahmas because we covered those in week 1. We want to give a little love to the team that's visiting us down here in the calf pasture. So we got this first video, and, of course, we got to go with the Adrian Martinez highlights. Let's roll the video.
College rules with the clock stopping on a first down. The ball's got to go past the chains or outside the numbers.
Martinez running. The middle of the field, out to midfield.
And if you take off Brock, you got to know you can get the line to gain.
Yeah, thank you. Martinez back foot to throw. Wide open is Amari Rogers. Tiptoe the sideline for extra yard.
You see that? First highlight, he's running it, using his legs. Second highlight, off-centered throw. He's falling back. He's using wrist and arm to get it there, no legs. I mean, you're coached not to do that, but if you got the talent and it works, do it.
Where he came up with an injured lower leg, could not return to the game. The Skip Holtz wanted to keep him out of harm's way, but he can harm you this way with the legs. He's fine, folks. I'm here to tell you, Adrian Martinez is ready to rumble.
There wasn't also a lot of sideline there to throw the football into.
Martinez middle complete, and that's Marlon Williams. Making the catch.
He said, "You got the dig." When they exited the huddle.
Here's Martinez over the middle, and it is to Sternberger. Across midfield, and it's good for the first down. Let's see if they give it to him. Marable in motion. Looking, tipped. Oh, and caught for the touchdown. Deflected right into the hands of Jay Sternberger.
I just realized I might have been muted when I paused it a minute ago. If I was muted, I'm going to blame it on the alcohol. And what I'm going to say is, we're going to leave that in there. Kind of like a, what would we call it? Like a, what do they call that? A blooper. We're going to leave that in as like a blooper part so you guys can make fun of me for having myself muted. If I was muted, what I was saying is basically got an MVP in the making. Run, off-center throws, on-point throws where he's got the proper motion, got his feet set, throwing the ball, and just getting the ball where it needs to go, when it needs to go, when it needs to get there. Then you see there's also a little bit of luck, right? You see the tip pass there to Sternberger in that last highlight video. You know, it takes a little bit of that stuff happening at just the right time and just the right way to win football games sometimes, right? Let's watch this other video a little bit more on the wheels on this old Corvette that the Stallions got in the backfield here.
And they're coming. Martinez gets outside the pocket, and he's dangerous out there. Down inside the 10.
If he breaks contain and gets on the edge, he's gone. You can play the best coverage that any defense could ever play, but if you don't keep him contained, he's going to make you pay. If you play man, there's no one accounting for the quarterback. If you play zone, he can hit the spot on the field where he needs to hit it. But take heed or take hope that he can be gotten to. He can be sacked. He's not superhuman. Watch this.
To box, this should be a run, although they're dropping a safety. Here it comes.
Pressure coming, Martinez. I think his right arm got hit, and they just kind of threw him off balance.
So, did you see that pass rush there? He got sacked from the edge, but he was also gap integrity in the middle. So he wasn't able to step up in the pocket or find a lane and get out. They got him on the edge. He maintained gap integrity. And then there was obviously decent coverage in the backfield. I mean, in the, the receivers were covered, not in the backfield. I don't know, front field, backfield's where the quarterback's at. Anyways, I'm going to have to drink some more of this. This episode is not going as smoothly as the other ones have in the past, so I do apologize for that. But we got one more video. If the offense doesn't scare you enough, let's watch some defensive highlights.
Not allow him to get down the field open.
134 last week, 147 the week before that. Little draw play, and that goes nowhere. Jacob Sills met in the backfield by Dondre Tillman.
Better block that man.
Empty backfield on 3rd and 12. Four-man rush. And McCarron is intercepted. That's picked off by A.J. Thomas, and he's going the other way for Birmingham. This Birmingham defense has been good all season long.
All season long. Look, that was a bad throw by A.J. Did you see that when Shepard was, I think that was Shepard, the receiver out there. But did you see there was like one St. Louis guy there and 4 or 5 Stallion guys there? Look, A.J.'s a great quarterback. He's probably one of the more accurate quarterbacks. Not the most. He's top 2 or 3 accurate quarterbacks in the league right now. And if they can pick off A.J., they could pick off anybody. If Dormady plays, he's been very susceptible to turnovers. If Garbers plays, he's been extremely careful with the ball, but maybe not as aggressive as we would like to see pushing the ball down the field. So you're not going to be able to go into this game without a game plan and without sticking to it and without pressuring these Stallion defenders. We're going to have to play our best game, and maybe if they play their 90% game, we'll have a chance. I think our defense is definitely going to slow down their offense. They're going to be in the 20s. I don't think they're going to score over 30 on us. I think that'd be pretty difficult. But I do think the Brahmas offense is going to be able to score some points. It's just, are we going to get into the upper 20s or are we going to be in the lower 20s like we have been? And I think that's going to be the difference in the ball game. If we start off like we did last week and have turnovers in the red zone and everything like that, we won't be able to make up for that stuff. So we're going to have to execute and be flawless. Execution. Not the bad execution where people die or get hurt. We're going to talk about executing on the football field, and we're going to have a little rum. With that, we're going to get to the end of our episode here. Sorry if it was a herky-jerky, and if I was talking while muted, apologize. I'm trying to get rid of the little feedback when I play videos, so I'm trying to mute and unmute myself, and maybe I just hit the wrong button. That's probably what happens. I'm going to blame it on the wrong button. The button moved. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. Anyways, bullpen predictions. Last week, went 4-0. I went all home teams, went all favorites last week. You know what I'm doing this week? I'm going all home teams again, but guess what? I'm going with all the upsets. That's right, I'm going upset. This is week 9 upset special for the bullpen here. I think the Renegades are going to take out the Battlehawks. I think the Brahmas are going to take out the Stallions. I think the Showboats are going to take out the Defenders. And I think the Roughnecks are going to take out the Panthers because all the teams not favored are playing for pride. The Brahmas are not playing for pride. We're playing for home pasture advantage. But the Roughnecks, Renegades, and Showboats, they're playing for pride. Have a little pride, folks. Go up there and make me look smart and get these predictions. Appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for sharing, and subscribing. See you at the Dome. Don't forget, come find me at the tailgate. Lot C, and we're going to end this the same way we always end this, with the horns forward, baby. Let's go, Brahma.